Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today, man, I'll be talking about Brandon Miller and how he's officially here, man. The 21-year-old who was the second overall pick in the 2023 NBA draft has been absolutely on one as we, especially over his last 7 games. We're definitely seeing why he was the second overall pick out of Alabama and now with the Charlotte Hornets. The tandem with him and LaMelo Ball and also Mark Williams as well definitely has to be the trio right now of the future for the Charlotte Hornets team. And I'm very excited about his game. Brandon Miller is a guy that I watched a game, especially against South Carolina, where he came back from the off the court situation. 41 points, game winner against G.G. Jackson, South Carolina. That's when I really was like, yeah, Brandon Miller can definitely be one of them ones at the NBA level. But I'll be honest, I was definitely one of those guys as well that were like, the Hornets, you should get Scoot Henderson. I'll be honest. Now Scoot Henderson, I'm not giving up on him. He just had an official 21 points last night against the Sixers, albeit without Embiid and without Maxey, but I'm still not giving up on him because his rim pressure, playmaking, he's obviously the ability to develop a mid-range and a three-point shot more consistently at the NBA level. But Brandon Miller definitely been excited what I've seen out of him. This is a guy that I believe has all-star potential, all-NBA potential, and he modeled his game really after Paul George with adding his own kind of sauce to his game as well. I watched him on a Paul George podcast talking about prior to the draft. His GOAT is Michael Jordan. Now, Brandon Miller is crazy to say this. Me and Brandon Miller are the same age. I'm 21. Brandon Miller is 21. I'm in my senior year of college. And this man is in his rookie year at the NBA level. And I'll be honest, as a Heat fan, it sucks to say, Brandon Miller is officially the third best rookie in the 2023 NBA draft, officially passing up Jaime Jaquez Jr., just came back, and yesterday he had to have his worst game as a rookie. I mean, he went like over 2 points off the free throw line. KD was giving him buckets. Like, whew, that was tough. But Brandon Miller, I love his ability to get to the rim. He's so athletic. I love his ability to get to the mid-range shot. And this is a guy that so far through 39 games is averaging 15.1 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and also shooting 43.5% from the field goal line, not the field goal line, but from the field goal percentage as well. Like I said, my bad for the voice crack. Damn, voice crack at 21 is crazy. Like I mentioned, I did watch him on a Paul George podcast, and you really give him PG's props, calling PG to go. Yes, our generation, we're pretty middle of the same age, but our generation, Paul George's game is so aesthetically pleasing, especially the two-way presence, which I hope to see out of Brandon Miller. Obviously, he's not the defender Paul George is. Obviously, not the offensive player Paul George is, but you can definitely see some Paul George in his game. Like I said, the ability to attack the rim, the ability to get to the mid-range, and really doing this at points, the second option, a third option, sometimes even a fourth option. Because remember, there's so many shots that were divvied up between the Hornets, especially when they got Terry Rozier. Now, thankfully, Terry Rozier's I'm a Miami Heat. After very efficient 21 points last night against the Suns in only 3 quarters. Yes, we lost for 7 games in a row. Eric Spoelstra got to figure this shit out. Yes, I know. But 21 points in 3 quarters, he might have figured it out with Miami Heat. But that's the point. So you obviously had Brandon Miller getting shots up. You had LaMelo Ball. You had Terry Rozier at the point. You had Miles Bridges, Gordon Hayward, Mark Williams when healthy. Like, you had a lot of shots that were divvied up. Now, without Rozier, with Hayward out, Miles Bridges you presume out, PJ Washington maybe traded as well. Forgot to mention it. My fault. PJ Washington dropped like 43 points the other day. So shout out to him. He drops like his not bi-yearly, but first like at least like twice a year. PJ Washington just dropped 40 points. We're just like, what the fuck? Yeah, PJ Washington, he definitely has that in this game. But Brandon Miller, especially over, like I mentioned earlier, over his last 7 games, the man has been incredible, averaging 20.4 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.7 assists, all in his last 7 games. And we're really, like I mentioned earlier as well about the Scoot Henderson thing, this is a guy that was like, yeah, they should go out and they should get Brandon Miller. But not because I didn't believe in Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller, obviously, like I mentioned, I watched him against South Carolina. He obviously had that off the court issue that he didn't perform well in March Madness, but I really like the rim pressure and the playmaking ability of Scoot Henderson. I really think that would have meshed really well with LaMelo Ball. Obviously, LaMelo's the 1, but he could have been the 2 and make Scoot the 1 because LaMelo's like 6'5", 6'6". He can definitely run the 2. But Brandon Miller gives you either at the shooting guard, the small forward position. He's been playing a couple of different positions, obviously, like I said, the ins and outs of certain players and just rotations at points as well. But Brandon Miller, it's actually pretty funny, but he got drafted. Like I said, I thought they should have went out and got Scoot Henderson But I also mentioned at that point, especially when I saw a clip of the Hornets mascot, kind of like looking in like distraught, like, damn. Obviously, there was some excitement at the like a Hornets watch party. They had the fans, they had the mascot, but there was also some doubt in that pick because obviously they wanted Brandon Miller. Even some Hornets fans that I see on Twitter, they went ahead and really just wanted Scoot Henderson. So it was definitely really interesting to see Brandon Miller just playing at such a high level now. Scoot Henderson just kind of getting his feet wet as a recent at the NBA level. But I actually have a couple clips I want to show you guys about Brandon Miller. I want to start off with this play right here that really like wowed me about Brandon Miller. Obviously, Karl-Anthony Towns had a 62-point game, went down the line, some big shots were hitting, and Karl-Anthony Towns ended up losing his game to the Hornets, which is a very, 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 very bad loss. And a big part of that was Brandon Miller. He had a phenomenal game, including hitting a tough, and I mean tough shot, kind of a la Paul George, who is his GOAT and really the guy that he models his game after as well. Brandon Miller shot over Anthony Edwards. By the way, Anthony Edwards got to be one of the most underrated defenders in the NBA. Very, very underrated defender. Just a nice step back. Let me stop yapping. Let me just click play. Side step, step back, bang. It's like an Eric Cons, man. What a goal. This is just tough, bro. That's contested too. Oh my God. Woo. That was damn like the dagger too, cause that boy is nice. Like he has a really good mid-range shot. I guess like 1 or 2 dribbles, gets to his spot. But wait, he can also attack the rim. He can get up there because he is freakishly athletic. The man is 6'7", who is listed at 200. He can get up. He has a good mid-range shot. He has a good 3-point shot. He's shooting 43.5% from the field, 37.8% from 3, and also shooting 81.3% from the free throw line as well. He also has really good defensive tools. He's not a great defender now, like his GOAT Paul George is, but he definitely has those defensive tools. So definitely look out for Brandon Miller to become one of the most kind of like underrated two-way stars at the NBA level. This is a guy that I'm very high on. This is a guy that I want to root for really since I saw him, like I mentioned on the Paul George podcast, but also there was definitely some doubt on the pick, and I was like, you know what, this is a guy I definitely want to root for because there's a lot of people that are kind of like against this pick. Like I mentioned, I like Scoot Henderson. I would have picked him Scoot Henderson, I'll be quite frank, but people like that make me want to root for them as well. People that have people like doubting them and things of that nature, like you know what, I want to root for him. You know what, I want to root for Brandon Miller. So shout out to Brandon Miller, man. Also another play as well, this is from a couple of days ago actually. Brandon Miller, like I said, he can not only shoot mid-range threes, he has a really good athleticism as well, man. Look at Brandon Miller right over Dylan Brooks. Actually no, this isn't the athletic play. This is actually him just frying. This game I was actually watching in real time. And look at him. Cookums sidestep midi. That's tough. That's an all defensive player, Dylan Brooks, by the way. Laugh all you want at Dylan Brooks. Hit him with the that boy nice, man. Smooth. That mid-range shot is money, man. That mid-range shot is money. And then this is him. My fault. This is Brandon Miller right here. Shout out to him, man. This man got ups. Don't mind the scoreboard, man. That man Lauri Markkanen was cooking in the first half. Colin Sexton was doing his thing. Don't mind the score, but the Hornets, we know they not like that. But look at Brandon Miller, bro. This Smith gives him the ball. Get a little right on this head top. Walker Kessler, by the way, one of the most underrated shot blockers in the NBA. So yeah, look at Brandon Miller. Right pass, getting a little deep. Right on his head top. Woo. So he has the mid range, he has the 3, and he can get up. Yeah, this man. Like I said, all-star potential, all NBA potential. This man is different, ladies and gentlemen. This man is different. This is, by the way, the reaction of the Hornets. What's it called? The Hornets mascot. You can definitely see some excitement in this video, but look at the Hornets. Like, just let me click play, bro.
Brandon Miller.
No, look, you can have some cheering, so I'm not gonna say every Hornets fan did not like the pick, but the mascot in particular, representing your team, that's tough. That's tough. I'll be honest, that's tough. Brandon Miller, man. I actually want to go through this kind of like reel right here, like I mentioned earlier. But Brandon Miller really getting to his spots in a mid-range shot and just letting it fly. Like this man, well, what can I say about him, man? This is a guy that is not finally coming around, but it's definitely been some inconsistencies. Obviously, he's a rookie, but he's really coming on now, and he has 5 20-point games in his last 7 games, and they've all really been efficient games. Like this man is getting his feet wet officially. Brandon Miller's officially here, ladies and gentlemen. It's definitely scary hours, man, with the Hornets. Like I mentioned, LaMelo Ball. You also have Brandon Miller and Mark Williams as well. You also presumably have another top 5 pick as you're one of the worst record-wise teams in the NBA. Even though the Hornets are honestly pretty fun to watch. So shout out to the Hornets, man. But this Brandon Miller right here really get into his spots and just letting it fly, to be honest. Got McCollum on him, just hit him with the... Just hit him with the weight room to attack the rim. Just hit him with the weight room. Brandon Miller, Isaiah Hartenstein defense, yeah. Giving that shot, the midi is money. It's a really good frame as well. You can see some Paul George in him, but number 24, like OGPG. When he was back with the Pacers. My fault. I was kind of yapping right there, y'all. My fault. Right on KCB, very underrated defender. Just midi is money. Midi is money. Brandon Miller. Siakam. Woo! Midi is money. I guess the Heat. Hawk is sidestep cash. That man Brandon Miller is tough, man. Like I said, officially the 3rd best rookie of the 2023 NBA draft. I saw the NBA put him there as well on the rookie ladder. I mean, Hawk was injured too, but obviously B Mills is on a tear right. Oh, sidestep, but that sidestep midi is money. Like they got Caleb Martin guarding there. Midi is money. That man is tough. Take this shot. Oh, this right here. Sidestep. Damn near dagger on it, man. Very underrated. Right on Kobe White. Tough shot. Money. Good screen, Mark Williams. By the way, when is Mark Williams going to come back? That man is underrated. I can't wait to see him back. Good, great shot blocker. Good rebounder. Good on the rim. Good screen from Rick Richard, but very underrated defender. I mean, very underrated player. Miami Heat as well. That's Heroes of your trade, but a little too greedy. Prince right in his face. Got Brandon Miller around Kyle Anderson. Sidestep. That's a tough shot. You saw a little bit of hesitance there. He's like, should I pass that? I'm gonna put this up. Kyle Anderson off me. Nah, right in your face. Just a tough shot maker as well, man. Like I said, he had his off-the-court issues. He had his March Madness inefficiencies, but the potential was always there with Brandon Miller, and he's officially here. Hooks Caleb Martin. Just like a floater from, like, what, 8 to 10 feet out? Like, dog, what? Malik Beasley defense. Yeah, over Brick Lopez. I'm going to put a hand up. Midi is money. That man, Brandon Miller, is tough, man. The Hornets definitely got them one. Shout out to them. They did make a phenomenal pick to pair with LaMelo Ball. I cannot wait to see the both of them together. The Hornets definitely do have a underrated core. Don't get into it. Like I said, they have a top pick coming this year in the NBA draft. LaMelo Ball obviously has All-NBA, All-Star potential. Brandon Miller, like I mentioned, has All-NBA, All-Star potential as well. And Mark Williams is one of the most underrated players, I believe, in the NBA. Can block shots, can rebound. You also have guys as well like Nick Smith Jr., who I honestly like coming out of Arkansas. He obviously had his inefficiencies, obviously had his injuries as well, but there's definitely talent when it comes to Nick Smith Jr. as well, and I really cannot wait. And I really hope the Hornets can actually get a vibrant head coach to match with this young Hornets team, and also veterans as well that will very much help this team as well. They definitely need some vets, because they definitely have had some things going on in the last couple of years. They're like, yeah, you need some vets badly, and badly. But the Hornets, they definitely got an absolute stud in my opinion. Brandon Miller, he's officially here. I've not made this type of video on Chet Holmgren. I'm on actually officially Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and now Brandon Miller as well. I'm definitely waiting to make one of these videos on guys like Cam Whitmore, on guys like Scoot Henderson. It's definitely been a pretty good draft class so far. So shout out to the 2023 NBA draft. Hats off to them. They've been doing their thing. Hopefully the 2024 NBA draft can also do their thing as well. But other than that, that is it, man. Brandon Miller is officially here, and he looks like an absolute stud. Other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Your boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out, man. Peace.